And of course, we'll be talking about the Rotary International, which is one of the largest service organizations in the world. Its stated mission is to promote service to others, promote integrity, and advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through fellowship of business, professional, and community leaders. It is a non-political, non-religious organization. Membership is by application, and we're going to learn more about it. But we have a new president, for Rotary there in Christiana, Mr. Paul Patmore. Good morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
Brother Darby, good morning. I greet you well from the hills of Christiana. There's no way I can say cool hills anymore because we have some frightening temperature outside right now.
My God, what's the temperature like there in Christiana? You have an idea?
If what? I don't hear.
You have an idea?
I'm not hearing it quite clearly. You're a little bit buffy.
Yes. We've been having that challenge for the past few days. But what's the temperature like in Christiana? You have an idea what the temperature is?
No, I don't know, but it's higher than normal in Christiana.
I hope.
Almost feel like when you're normally in Mapen.
No, man.
That's the type of feeling I have.
You don't have to tell me anymore. If you tell me that it feels as if you're in Mapen, it's very hot. It means that you're looking at probably 30 degrees or 30 or no, man. That's very hot. My friend, let me congratulate you. You are now the new president of the Christiana Rotary Club?
Yes, Christiana Rotary Club, yes. I'm the 53rd president. So the Christiana Rotary Club is around for 53 years now.
That's a long time.
Yes, and this is the beginning of another 50 years, for sure.
Right, and the Rotary Club... Christiana is a bustling town, with quite a bit of activity, especially with persons coming from Trelawney, Clarendon there, in Manchester. It's a business center for especially the farming districts in Trelawney.
Yes.
And an organization...
It's one of the main town for persons over in South Trelawney. Most of them shop in Christiana. The supermarket and also market. So.
Now, tell me about Rotary, what some of the work, what they have done in that area, because although it's Christian, I'm sure that persons probably from far and wide benefit from the work of the Rotary Club of Christiana.
Yes, so Rotary is a family of right now of 1.4 million members across the world.
Whoa, it's quite large.
We have a motto. It's service above self. So that's what we try to live by.
Service above self.
Service above self, yes.
That sounds like our political leaders should have.
Yes, and we have our four-way text that we go by. So as members, we try to remind each member every single day of the four-way text. We said, of the things you think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? So in our business, as a workplace, that's one of the things that we invite members to put up in their business place every single day. And we invite them to read that as they go out. You might just be working with somebody. You say, when you go out and try to working with somebody, of the things that you do, is it the truth? Will it be fair to your employers and your fellow workers and your co-workers around you? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? So even at your station right now, that's one of the they're gonna send you a plaque with the four-way text that you will look at every single morning. So before you even come out and maybe start to interview or start to already to start quarreling about different issues in the community. When you look up on that board, you will say, of the things that you will talk about today, will it be the truth? Will it be fair to all concerned? So you don't get just stop and say anything. Will it be fair to everybody concerned, So those are the things that we try to do. We try to, Rotary, take good people and turn them into better people. But we want to.
Hello, you have to add. No, you have to take the bad people and make them into good people. Because trust me, I have a whole heap of them around.
Yeah, man. And so we want to expand our mentorship program for this year by even taking some of those bad people and try to
Make them into
help
good
to,
people.
don't just leave them to the school and the churches then, but as the Rotary Club now, we will try to take some of those persons, sit them down and talk to them and try to mentor them into the right.
And
right
by the way,
path.
you must send my copy. I don't get it yet, Mr. Patmore.
I don't hear you.
I said, I'm looking for the copy. I don't see the copy of what you just said a while ago.
Yes,
I need to get it. I don't see it. I'm looking for it. So just make sure I get it like now.
yes, it's called a four-way text, Rotary four-way text. And as you go on the internet, you should pick it up. But I will definitely be sending it to you. I want for this year. One of the things that the Rotary want to do, right across Jamaica, all 29 clubs, is to send it to all politicians, all our church
I was
leaders.
going to go there.
The four-way text.
Yes,
Yeah, we
yes.
want to have it in our business places.
Right.
So all the government places, tax office,
Right.
the banks, we want to have a four-way text hanging on a wall there so the workers can see.
Well,
So
as soon as I
sometimes
get
they
it to
might
see.
be having a bad day, and they will, even for the politicians, when they're gonna do their little statement that the commissioner is asking for,
Yes.
before they start writing, they will take a little read of the four-way text and say, of the things that I will write today, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will
Yes.
it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And
So,
when I get that, you
yeah.
see, that will be probably read probably every week on this program because I love it. As a matter of fact, I tell you something based on what you said. I live by it, and even the way I do this program, that's how I do it. And I'm proud to tell you, for the years I've been on radio, I have always told persons that I vote at election time. But so
Yeah.
far, nobody has come to me and said, "Vernon, you're biased," because I know that if anybody do anything wrong, and I think it is wrong, based on my judgment and the facts, I just speak to it. I couldn't care less whether there are any peas, neither here nor there. The problem you have, if you do certain things, persons are more concerned whether you're a PAP or JLP. I said, so what? One person complained the other day because I put out a release, which was coming from the ministry, and they said to me that, what, you're working for the government? I say, I haven't checked.
Yeah.
Start to say I'm sending out release for other organizations, including the PNP and others, to NDM and so on. Now,
Yeah.
persons should be free to whichever party they want to support, but what you must do, you must speak the truth.
Must be fair. Yes.
I must be
You must
fair,
be
you
fair.
know.
You
I
must
must
say
be
about
fair.
it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I love that. So as soon as I get that, I'll be reading it, my friend, on
Yes,
air.
I will definitely will be sending it to you. So
Yes.
this year, as president, it will be already set out. We've gone around 14 days already, and it has been an exciting year already.
Yes.
The beginning of an exciting year. So the Christian Rotary Club, we adopt the outside health center. So the
Oh,
Ministry of Health, yes, the Ministry
That's
of
in
Health is
Trelawney?
asking for,
that's in Trelawney, right?
yes, in Trelawney.
Right.
So past Greater Britain go around.
Mm-hmm.
So the Minister of Health is asking for the private sector and organization to adopt a health center. So they have quite a few health centers that they are asking persons to adopt. And the Christian Rotary Club is one of the first service club that come out and decide that we want to start the ball rolling, and so we adopt the outside health center.
Mm-hmm.
We already start to clean up already with some work around there. We had a wonderful work day yesterday. So we start off with some painting and some sealing at the bathrooms and so. And so we start off with that, and we will be doing that for the entire year.
I hope that while you're doing it, members of the community, that they are coming out to assist you. If I was too young to do something so I can enjoy myself and work my hungry belly, I hope that they are coming forward to assist, because while it is good that you have these organizations assisting the communities, it should really be leading these communities and saying to them, guys, help yourself too.
Yes. So one of the things that the Rotary Club of Christiana will be doing, we will be forming a committee. So after a year or two, when the Rotary Club leaves the program, we want to leave it with a committee so it can sustain itself. So we're going to set up an eight-man committee
Mm-hmm.
where we will hand it over to them maybe at the end of a year or two.
Yes.
We can hand it over to them, and they will continue the management of that.
Oh, of the project.
Yeah.
And they'll have to be members of the Rotary Club, or they can be anybody.
No, you don't have to be. It will be community members. So not Rotary members will be on that committee. It's
Okay.
community members, so persons that will manage that project after the Rotary Club hand it over to them.
But that's a
So at the
fantastic
end of-
idea, Paul, because if you, I think what the impression I get is that governments over the years, they try their best to do things so that they will get political mileage. But there's another way you can get political mileage is by work with the people, empowering the people, so that rather than you have to run everything in the clinic, let the people run it and they will feel important.
Yes.
Our
We want to
management-
just encourage-
Mhm.
Yeah, we want to encourage them to own these centers like the school, the police station. We want the community to take over these places and own them.
Yes.
They will learn how to take care of it. So they won't pop down the fence because they were the person that helped to put it up. So they will start taking care of these.
But President Patmore, this is what used to happen years gone by now, before you were born, you know. Although, for example, you had schools like Low River, the church was really in charge. But the communities took charge of it. Knox, for example, all the members of the United Church, they felt they owned the school. Therefore, you have to behave yourself. When they look at you and say, Vernon, a big Knox boy like you behave like that, you have to behave yourself. In those days, nobody troubled the school. You can leave school wide open.
Yeah.
Because the
That's
community
right.
actually owned it. They paint it up. Whenever they used to have them called free labor. And let me tell persons about working on Labor Day is that a recent thing. Persons used to give labor to schools and churches from ever since.
Yeah.
You know?
Come on, and persons are see what we are doing and they are calling and to say, Mr. Patmore, how can we get involved?
Right.
So we have some time and we'll be gathering them up and steering them into the right direction. Another project that we'll be doing today, we'll be delivering a walker to a 21-year-old young woman in the Christiana area. She's 21, but she have a child, a 7-year-old child. They can just very much there. She have some challenges. So it seemed to me as if when she got pregnant, she come under some pressure and so she end up with a stroke.
Oh, yes. And there's a name for it. Yes, there's a name for it, high blood pressure. Yes.
Yes. So she end up with a stroke at around 14, 15. So she's 21 now. And
So hold on. She had a child at 13, 14?
Yes.
So hold on.
Our child is 7 now, so it could be around that.
So hold on. What happened to the father of that child? You have to give details and name. I'm just asking
I have
generally.
no idea because we never stop.
No. Is that your responsibility? I'm just saying. What you just mentioned a while ago gives an example of why this country is going down the drain. Now, I'm assuming I might be wrong. But I would like to know if a 13-year-old has a child, everything should be done to ascertain who that child is. Because more than likely, that father has fathered other children. And if we were capturing DNA information, it should not be difficult. I would love to know if there's a father on that birth certificate. And that father should be punished under the law.
But sometimes what we find, because even through our social work, we find that a lot of pregnancy go on with even the same age group. So you have a 13 and a 14-year-old leave at home, and then they play in Dolly House and things.
No. You're wrong. Hold on. No. When we there country, we used to play Dolly House. I know Dolly House at that big people house that.
Yeah.
I know Dolly House at Mass at a big people house. And if that is so...
There are some of the social issues that we want to tackle and try to prevent these things from happening.
Let me ask you a question.
Identify them early, because for Rotary this year, mental health is one of the things that we'll be working at.
Oh Lord, that is major.
Worldwide, mental health
is major.
Where our international president is bigger on mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Because first time we used to look at mental health as people who walk up and eat out a garbage bin. Now it's in our offices, in our workplace, in our home. Persons just moving around and we see them moving different, and we just say they get selfish. And we not even pay attention and say, these persons might be going through some difficult times.
But could I tell you something, Mr. Patmore? You'll be surprised to know that even some of our political leaders I believe, are having mental challenges.
Yes.
But I believe that when you become a leader, it's not about to check your finances. As one thing about Jamaica, all we want to check about is money, We love the money. Our integrity is about money. But integrity should have to do with your mental health. So every 2 or 3 years, I believe that our political leaders are also in the public sector. They should be declared, their health should be known. When I went to school, every term you had to go to the doctor and make sure that you're healthy, Every term you have to go to the doctor. You can have a political leader right now. And I'm going to ask you, we have to call on him. I'm going to ask you, we know at least 2 or 3 of them in the parliament. I'm going to ask you something right with them. Something is not right. So accountability should not only have to do with much money about who you are, who you spend money, but should have to do with the whole person. Integrity covers everything, because if your head not right, and by the way, that belittling persons who have mental challenge. But if you have certain challenges, just like if you don't have no hand, then we can make you drive public transportation. You can be part of the public transportation system with what we have now. Probably in the future we can. But I'm very concerned, because I'm not asking some of the decisions that our leaders make sometimes. I question the state of their mental. I question their mental state.
Yes.
So
that's one of the main things that we know. You're short with time. So we have another project. Is Shanari Green, a graduate from the Warsaw Primary School, also in Trelawney. He will be attending Troy High for the new school year.
Yes.
But he's less than 2 feet tall. So you can imagine. Moving into high school at less than 2 feet tall, with all the classrooms on the second floor of the school. There's no classroom on the lower floor at Troy High.
Less than 2 feet tall.
The classrooms are on the second floor and the bathrooms are on the first floor.
Yes.
So every time you want to use the bathroom now, you will have to go back downstairs to use the bathroom.
Oh my God.
So
but let me ask you something.
2 feet tall, but he can move around.
Yes.
But most of the time, if you are less than 2 feet tall, most of just the steps alone
is a challenge.
Taller than half of your body.
No, hold on. Already you're 6'6". They make the stair them so high sometimes when you have to step up, you slip.
Yes.
But I'd love to hear more about it, because guess what? Everything that looks bad, you can make good out of it. You never can tell. Probably he's one of the shortest person in the world, and probably could become famous and make money out of it too.
Yes. So we want to assist Troy High now.
Yes.
To make the school a little more comfortable for him. We're going to start off, the Christian Rotary Club going to start off with the restroom, the bathroom. So we want to create a urinal just around 6 inches or 8 inches off the ground. So he should be able to, because what we want now is to promote that form of independence for him.
Yes,
You don't want every time when you go to the bathroom, somebody has to assist him. We want to give him that opportunity that he go to the bathroom, the other guys, him and his friend, and walk in there, use their can stand up and urinate.
Oh, but another thing, Paul, I do hope that when he goes to that school, that he's targeted in terms of being ridiculed. That is something that should be dealt with decisively.
Yes, yeah.
And please monitor that if anybody ill-treat him, I hope the school realize action be taken. We don't know the damage that you do to children, and you laugh at them, you ridicule them, you damage them for life. It's like you murder them.
Yes, the good thing is that one of the things that come out of what the Ministry of Education is always trying to do is to place students as close to their community as possible.
Yes.
So if he would be one of them that the school is going to the closest high school to his community, which is Troy. Most of the kids that went to Warsaw could already known him.
Yes, yes.
So maybe around 25% of the students would already know of him and everything. So it's not new to them. So it's a little easier than if they had placed him in Christian or Spalding High. It would be a little harder for him. So I think that's one of the good things. When we always complain that they who want their children to go far out and they want to go to a traditional high school. But this is one of the things.
Oh, by the way, I like you mentioned the traditional high school. Now call themselves, you have high schools in Jamaica. Now call them no traditional. It's a way to create the sort of division. And I went to a traditional high school. Oh, which school you went to? We need to stop it.
Yes.
Yeah. The last man we talked upon this program, he never get his 60 till him 22, right? Now he's a lawyer and graduated from the
Yeah.
university with honors. And there is a politician, and I'm going to make it known, who I taught him, right? He became a senator. And if you want to hear Vic's a fee problem, but you don't want to tell nobody which school he went to. Yes, I know. I taught you at school, and I'm very disappointed in you. What him doing, only tell everybody went to this traditional high school.
Yes, true.
It is a blinking disgrace. Yes, and I hope you're listening to me. You're really worthless, man. You should be proud of where you're coming from. And there are other youngsters who have done very well who went to that school. And I'll name one. Sister Nancy. There's Alwyn Walters, who's now a chartered accountant. He was valedictorian at the University of the West Indies in the master's program. So we must be proud. So we must stop this divisiveness. It is bad.
Yeah.
My friend, we need to talk to you some more because I need to hear about that youngster there. Because you never can tell. Probably it is.
Yes, I know that other schools in Jamaica that will face with the same challenge.
Yes.
We have our school, but we don't prepare for these special needs kids. And Rotary is always here, and we will assist. It's, as we say, it's a group of 1.4 million members across the world, and we try to assist needs as we see them. So we invite persons to the members, right? There's a Rotary Club close to you somewhere that will suit you. Different clubs.
Right.
Have their different.
I'm going to have to leave you now, but you'll be back on again, don't worry, because we're trying to get other leaders out there. You realize I don't stick to those Kingston people because Kingston is not Jamaica, so I talk to leaders from right across the country.
All right, so you will be getting your 4-way text.
Yes, sir. And by the way, you need to read that for me. Hope you remember it before you leave us.
Okay, all right.
You can read it.
Hello?
You can read it now. What you just told me about that, the Rotary text there, information. That's what you stand for.
So it's the of the things you think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Jamaica, I wish you well. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Paul Patmore, President of the Rotary Club of Christian. Have a good day. So we will talk again.